pitching plans for tomorrow?
I think as far as pitching plans, it's essentially all hands on deck. It's a bullpen game. I see one of our relievers starting. We'll sort of talk through it, and knowing we've got Jack and Yamamoto for a potential Game 5.
And then Shohei's obviously been so great this season. Do you see any press in him now? And what would you say to your fans who not, wrongly expected that, oh my God, this guy's going to do exactly what he did in the regular season?
I think that the moment certainly is not getting too big for him. I think they're making some good pitches. Obviously, he had a good Game 1 and was kept somewhat at bay. Still threw out a knock tonight. So yeah, I think that he's still in a good place, and he'll be ready to hit a mistake. And I still feel good about having Shohei in there tomorrow to do some special things.
Stay here on the left, third row.
Dave, how's Miguel Rojas doing right now?
He's hanging in there. It's his adductor that he's sort of dealt with all year. Obviously, we had to take him out. Couldn't stay in the game. I don't know his status for tomorrow. Given that it's an elimination game, I'm sure he's going to want to be in there. But, we've got to evaluate, at what cost as far as how effective he can be, whether it be defensively with the range or at the plate. So I don't know that right now, but I'm sure he's going to probably try to lobby to be in there tomorrow. Same thing with Freddie. That's right.
Go to Russell in the third row in the middle.
Dave, that second inning seemed to kind of snowball on Walker. Obviously, Tatis hits the big home run. Does it seem like a night where the box score might look differently for him if, Freddie turns that play or at least gets a force out and some soft contact before the homer?
I think so. I thought, obviously, the pitch to Tatis was a bad pitch. But I think leading up to that, there were just balls that we just didn't convert into outs. And it builds the stress in the inning. Obviously, that play with Freddie and then the ground ball to Miggy that we couldn't get the lead runner. We couldn't get Merrill there at second base. And it just continues to stress the inning. And Peralta gets a ball that kind of just sneaks inside the line. So there was a lot of soft contact, and I thought Walker did a nice job of keeping his composure and still giving us some length and throwing up some zeros after that. But again, when you give a good team extra outs, it's hard to throw up zeros.
You talked about the experience that your ball club has. Another year on the brink of elimination. Is this where that group has to do it themselves? Like, I know you didn't want to say too much before the game. Is it the same thing now?
It's the same thing. You're right. It's 26 players that everyone's got to be available in whatever capacity. We've got to win tomorrow night to then pick up the pieces for Game 5. I don't know how that's going to look, but certainly these guys came out with energy. We responded with the big Teo homer, and I feel good about preventing runs. But again, we still got to play good defense too.
Go to Steve in the second row.
Can you explain to me, because obviously I don't know, could you have appealed that throw that hit Machado? Did he come out of the line? What is the rule now? Because again, I'm not sure I know.
You can't appeal it, and the thing is that from my vantage point, it's not a replayable play,
Okay.
a challenge play, and Manny, you can create your own base path if you're not avoiding a tag, and it was a heady play.
Okay, thank you.
Go to Clinton.
The game started in exceedingly weird fashion, just like the other play with Mookie at the plate. What did you think about that play, and just in general, how do you feel about him finally getting some?
It was good to see Mookie swing the bat well. I think that if you're talking about a silver lining, Mookie way swung the bat well tonight. Freddie swung the bat well. Didn't get much to show for it. The guys in the pen did a really nice job. But yeah, I think the way things have been going for Mookie, he just assumed that the guy made the play in left field. So fortunately, Profar didn't make that one.
We'll go straight back in the middle, fourth row.
Skip, so you visited the mound in the fifth innings. What was your message to Walker?
I just wanted to make sure that, it was still a tight ball game. Merrill was up. I just wanted to kind of hear from Walker that he felt good in that moment. And then once there was that wild pitch with the base open, I just felt it was best to take our chance with Bogarts right there.
Take one last one for Dave here on the left.
Being in a winner go home game obviously isn't a good situation, but do you feel okay about the state of your bullpen and just the variety of arms that you'll have available?
I do. I mean, this situation isn't ideal, but I do feel that us being able to stay away from our leverage arms tonight gives those guys 3 days off, or they've had 3 days off to then go into Game 4 and kind of can push them a little bit more. So I feel good in that respect, and I feel good with the length and the quality that we have for a potential Game 5. So yeah, not a great situation, but as far as kind of winning a ball game tomorrow, I think we're in a really good spot.
All right, thanks, Dave. We'll see you
All
tomorrow.
right, thanks, guys.